Yo, what is going on, Raidernation? It's your boy Samori back at it again with another pregame preview. Now I know it's the first pregame preview that I've done this year, but nonetheless, all that aside, this is going to be the very first game here in Allegiant Stadium this season, and we got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming to town. It's going to be a huge game between the 1-1 Las Vegas Raiders and the 1-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams looking to come out victorious after this weekend, and knowing that the Raidernation is going to show up pretty strong, let's hope that this team can come through for us after that horrible showing that they had last week against the Buffalo Bills. We put that aside and we have more optimism coming into this week, and hopefully Jimmy G and this offense can do their job and go out there and get that W. Just win, baby.
Sunday night should be electric.
Of course, you guys already know that I will be at the game this weekend, but we got a lot of events going on this weekend. Starting tonight, Friday night, we got the Welcome to Las Vegas party here at the Orleans Casino. The Oos Nation is going to be over there, so come through. It's a free event. Come and hang out and just have a good time. Tomorrow, we have the night before party at La Jolla Nightclub. We got Big Mountain headlining the whole event. We got DJ Steph on the ones and two, and you know, your boy Mr. Fitz and the Oos. Simone Raider will be over there. We got some legends that might come through as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. Then come Sunday, we got the pre-game party going down at Mandalay Bay at the Rhythm and Riffs Lounge. Your boy Simone Raider will be over there hosting the event with none other than the GOAT, Charles Woodson. So come through. It's a free event as well. If you guys want to meet the GOAT, come through and have a good time, like I said. Then we head over to Allegiant Stadium to go tailgate at J-Lot with the Oos Nation. We're going to be out there with our guys from the Raidernation Wrecking Crew as well as Raider Homies. So everything we got going on, your Oos is going to be over there. Let's have a good time, and let's just hope that the Raiders can keep that same energy once the game does start and come out with that victory. So with all that being said, Raider Nation, let's get started with the video.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
It's because you're not feeling oozy.
Now, first things first, I got some Nation news that you can use. Now, the first bit of news is on Chandler Jones. Shout out to Ian Rappaport. He tweeted out that the Raiders pass rusher Chandler Jones has been placed on the non-football illness list as he deals with a personal issue. The team has stood behind him, and no one has ruled out a return if his situation improves. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to the Raiders organization for standing behind Chandler Jones. I know that he's been going through a lot these past couple of weeks, and you know, a lot of us Raider fans have been surprised by it. I know that they could possibly just release him, but you know, with all that money, I know they ain't gonna want to do that. So I know that they state that, you know, if the situation improves, he could possibly return, but honestly, I don't think he'll ever return to the game of football, at least with the Oakland Raiders or the Las Vegas Raiders. See, I'm slipping up already. But like I've said before, man, I wish nothing but the best for Chandler Jones. I hope that he gets the help that he does need and he does get better. Who knows what the future holds, but as of right now, it's good that the Raiders are sticking behind him. Now, in some other news, you know, some good news for the Raider Nation, Jacoby Myers is going to be good to go this weekend against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Myers was a full participant in today's practice, so that is a good sign to see. He's going to be playing opposite of Davante Adams. You know, the more weapons we can have out there, the merrier. You know, we're going to be playing a Steelers defense that is really good, so you know, Jimmy G can use all the help that he can have. I just hope that they can some way utilize Hunter Renfrow out there, because we haven't seen him at all, whether it's play calling, whether it's Jimmy G just not looking for him, or it's just Hunter Renfrow not getting open. At the end of the day, we need this offense to drive down the field and score more points. Now, speaking of Davante Adams in the wide receiver room, you know, Davante Adams came out earlier this week and called out Taylor Rapp for the hit that he had last weekend, which knocked Davante Adams out of the game, which, you know, I said before, I don't know why he was still in the game with 3 minutes left on the clock when we knew we were going to get that ass whoop. But this is what Davante had to say about Taylor Rapp's hit.
I don't want to continue to talk too much about it, but was it unnecessary? Completely, obviously. And I mean, and depending on how you look at it, I mean, certain players play a certain way too. Some people out of control, they fly around, they don't really have much true purpose out there. I mean, playing a half field on one side, you run over and hit somebody in the head on the other side of the field. I mean, that's the type of stuff that contributes to you not being on the field. You know, that's why you're in when you're blowing in the south by 25 at the end of the game. You know, and you know, maybe if that man learns how to play the game the right way, he'll see the field. But until then, he'll have to go and live off a place like that, I guess.
I can honestly say that hit was definitely unnecessary, kind of like what happened the week prior with Kareem Jackson. I'm just happy to see that Davante Adams should be good to go this weekend. That's all we can ask for. But Raider Nation, I want to ask you guys, what did you guys think about what Davante Adams had to say about Taylor Rapp? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And last thing, as you guys already know, Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world, and what's a football game without any entertainment, right? Well, the Raiders announced just today that we will be having a pre-game Hall of Fame ring ceremony for Ken the Snake Stabler. Not only that, the national anthem will be sung by none other than Jordan Sparks, and last but not least, we got Tochi up in the building. Lil Wayne will be performing at halftime, so it's gonna be a whole game full of entertainment. It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully the vibes are there, and hopefully we can go out there and get that W at the end of the day. I just want to enjoy this day. I don't want the Raiders to ruin this home opener. I mean, especially against the Steelers.
Ben Happy have great coaches, you get great players, you have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
My matchup that I have for this game is going to be a crucial one for the Raiders, especially if we want to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be between right tackle Jermaine Illuminor versus TJ Watt. Like I said before, this is going to be real crucial for our offense, man. TJ Watt has been on a tear so far this season. In week 1, he had 3 sacks with a forced fumble. And then last week on Monday Night Football, he had 1 sack, a pass deflection, 4 quarterback hits, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. My goodness, man. TJ Watt is definitely one of, if not the best defensive player in the NFL today. And if we cannot contain him at all, especially with Jimmy G being in the pocket, we don't want Jimmy G to get hit anytime. Now, I know that the whole offensive line has done a great job keeping Jimmy G upright, especially Jermaine Illuminor. I mean, he's been one of the best right tackles in the league today. He has not given up a sack, a quarterback hit, or even a hurry this season with 54 snaps. So that's definitely going to be a great matchup between Illuminor and Watt. We'll see who comes out on top. I know it's not going to be an easy task at all, but if we want any chance at winning this game, Jermaine has got to do a great job of keeping TJ Watt away from Jimmy G. With that said, let me ask you guys, Raider Nation, what is a key matchup that you guys are going to be looking forward to in this game? Let me know down in the comments below.
I got the keys now.
Now, I got 3 keys to victory in this game. Key number 1 is applying pressure on Kenny Pickett. We all know that our defense isn't the greatest defense out there, but if we can apply some type of pressure on the quarterback, then we could have a better chance of winning the game. It seems like Max Crosby is the only guy on the defensive side of the ball that's applying any type of pressure. Last week against Josh Allen, we had no sacks, no pressures. That's why they were able to drive down the field as much as they did. I know the first game against Russell Wilson, the first half of the game, there was no pressure on Russell Wilson, but in the second half, we were able to get the job done. We were able to put pressure on him. We were able to come away with some sacks. So going into this game against a quarterback like Kenny Pickett, who's definitely not on the same level as Josh Allen, I feel like if we can put the right amount of pressure on Kenny Pickett, we'll definitely come away with some turnovers in this game. Kenny Pickett in his first 2 weeks has not looked really great. Against the San Francisco 49ers, he had 232 yards with 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And then this past weekend on Monday Night Football against the Cleveland Browns, even though they won, he only had 222 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Like I said before, Max Crosby has been doing his job, but we just need more effort from the defensive tackles and even Tyree Wilson on the opposite side. Now, key number 2 is getting the run game going, man. Of course, Josh Jacobs has been the main guy throughout the whole offseason that we've all talked about bringing back to the team, and so far the run game has been non-existent, especially in the first and second game. The first game, we've seen a little bit better showing from Josh Jacobs, but it wasn't the Josh Jacobs that we've seen of last year. Then this past game against the Buffalo Bills, it was a horrible showing. We had no run game to complement the passing game. Josh Jacobs ran 9 times for -2 yards, and most of that can be in due part because of the offensive line. Yes, our pass protection has been solid for the most part, but the run protection has been awful out there. The O-line definitely has got to do a better job opening up holes for Josh Jacobs or whoever is running out the backfield. You know, I'm hoping that Josh Jacobs didn't lose that, that oomph to go out there and win a play or run strong, because I haven't really seen that urgency from him. But going up against the Steelers run defense, who is one of the worst run defenses in the league, giving up the most yards on the ground, I hope that we can take advantage of that, especially with the running back like Josh Jacobs. We should have no problem running all over this defense, because if the run game could get going in this game, then the pass game should be good, and we should be able to drive down the field and score points and end up winning this game. That's all I'm hoping for. Let's just get the job done and feed Josh Jacobs. And last but not least, key number 3 is protect Jimmy G. Now, Jimmy G has done a great job not being sacked at all, and he's done a great job, moving around in the pocket. And one thing that I've seen from him for these past 2 weeks, even after last week, as bad as it looked, he was still in the pocket, moving around, moving up, running out of the pocket, making a play downfield. We were just not able to score points on the board, and we just had too many mistakes to dig ourselves out of. Jimmy G had one of his worst games as a Raider. I mean, it was only the second game, but he came away 16 for 24 for 185 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. We definitely got to limit those turnovers going into this game, especially a defense like the Steelers, who are really sticky on the defensive side of the ball, whether it's in the secondary or on the defensive line. Now, I know that the 2 interceptions that he had in this past game, I don't really fault him for it. The first interception kind of came off of a deflection, and the second one was snatched out of Josh Jacobs' hands. So moving forward, like I said, if we can keep him upright, not get sacked at all, and like I said before in our key matchup, keep TJ Watt away from this guy, because I know that if TJ Watt smells blood in the water, man, he's going to make plays out there that could ruin the rest of this game or ruin the momentum that we have in this game. If we want any chance of winning this game and going 2-1 moving into week 4, then we got to hit all these different keys. I feel like we're able to do that. I know that there's a lot of people out there doubting us going into this game. There's a lot of analysts that are expecting the Steelers to come out on top, but I feel like we should be able to go out there and get the job done. Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think about this game. How do you feel? Do you feel like we could come out of this game with a W? What are some keys to victory that you guys have? Let me know down in the comments below. With that said, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope to catch a lot of you guys at all the events that's going to be going on this weekend. Until the next one, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boys, yeah.